what goes on.
It's 8:30 on Thursday morning, and over 150 flights have already come and gone since the runways opened 2.5 hours ago. Helping to keep the airport safe is Airside Ian. Today he's carrying out one of his most important duties. Deterring the airport's #1 nemesis.
With the tactic with birds is that first thing in the morning, you look out looking for them, and if you hit them hard in the morning and put them away, they'll go somewhere else, and then they'll feed somewhere else during the day. Well, what you don't want them is feeding here and then sort of sitting there full thinking, OK, it's quite safe here, let's just sit here for the rest of the day.
As air traffic increases, so does the risk of bird strikes. They can cause serious damage to planes, costing airlines over £1 billion a year.
How far away are you?
Alpha 13 on my way Alpha North.
Yeah, maybe Kilo North or something of interest for you.
Roger, en route. Right, we're going to stand 340. I'd report that there's a bird strike, possible bird strike with an A330. So I just need to go and have a word with either the flight deck or the engineer. You have a duty to make sure the air is free of birds, because obviously they're damaged aircraft, it's expensive. If you're an operator and you've got birds coming around there, your aircraft are getting hit. You know, they're going to say, well, you know, we keep having to pay all this money. It's you guys that keep doing this problem. What are you going to do about it?
This morning, an A330 has had its wings clipped after flying in from America. There's damage to one of the engines, and since they can cost up to £20 million each, this bird may have put quite a dent in the airline's finances.
Obviously, you can see where it's hit at the top of the cowling. I reckon it's hit, bounced down and then gone through the engine, but they'll have a look at the data management to see if there's any change in the performance management as the flight performance as it's flying. Nothing from the pilot, so they might not even be aware of it. So it could have happened in America, could have happened across the Atlantic.
The bird's remains are known as snarge. Ian must collect samples of this to send for forensic DNA analysis, so they can identify what kind of bird was hit.
So you've got the blood, and there's a small bit of grey feather. That's fairly dry, so I don't think it's not recent, so I don't think they've just hit it as they've just done approach here. So we'll just have to wait and see.
It's now down to the airline to assess the damage. This plane's going nowhere until their engineers have deemed it safe to fly. And Ian has only just started his shift. He still has another 6 hours to keep the airfield free of birds.
2 magpies, 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy. I sound very joyous at the moment seeing them.
For those who prefer their birds gently sautéed in garlic with a side of new potatoes, Heathrow's not short of options.
Hello, amore. Favorite too?
When the airport opened in 1946, there was little more than a W.H. Smith here. Now there are over 160 shops and 50 restaurants and bars.
What's this one, beluga?
Bargain.
How much?
£1,000.
£1,000.
And today in Terminal 3, one of Heathrow's latest arrivals is already doing swift business.
Well, that looks nice, whatever that is.
This is Wagamama.
Yeah.
Hey, we need to go here for lunch.
Steak bulgogi, 1 more pad thai.
Ruling Wagamama's kitchen with an iron skillet is head chef Damien.
Let's fix this one. The garnish is wrong. It's not enough. Yeah, thank you very much, Carlos.
Yes,
You know the pad thai to go. We want to make sure every single dish is the same, including garnish.
He's responsible for getting every dish out on time, garnished to perfection. And they're about to hit the lunchtime rush.
1 more steak, yeah, and 3 pad thai, yep.
As if cooking for time-pressured customers wasn't hard enough, Damien has to work within strict safety guidelines. So there's no gas stoves, and knife use is carefully monitored.
We've got very strict rules with the knives. Security comes very often, once, twice a week. Comes, they check, so you have to be very on top of it. It is important, otherwise, if we lose any knife, the whole airport can be shut down. So, and we don't want that, no way.
To save customers from sprinting for the departure gate, orders are colour-coded. White for a new request and red for get the food out pronto.
Carlos, the ticket is red.
I feel impressed, believe me.
The aim is to serve all dishes within 10 minutes of ordering.
So we need to speed up.
Yeah, chef.
Otherwise, no good, no good, no good, yeah?
Heathrow is an extremely fast-paced environment. Over here, you need to have all your senses on point.
Everyone has a flight to catch here, so everyone is a little bit in a rush sometimes.
I have a lot of allergies, so I can't eat on the aeroplane, so we tend to tank up before we go.
No stress, no stress.
Yeah, of course.
Don't panic, don't panic.
It may be no walk in the park, but their efforts mean the customers can enjoy a slap-up meal and still have plenty of time to catch their flight.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Have a good one. Thank you. Enjoy Los Angeles.
Next door, in Terminal 2, passengers are heading into security, ready to have their hand luggage scrutinised.
Big hair dryer.
Big hair dryer, eh? You have a long... Wow.
2/3 of Brits insist on taking their creature comforts with them when they fly.
There's a lot of chocolate in here. I've not seen these for a while.
Passengers have admitted to taking tea bags, a Union Jack flag, their favourite mug, and even a stuffed pet hamster on their holidays.
Light bulb. What's this for?
Do you know, I knew this would go.
But some travellers are squirreling away more than a slice of home life.
So, what about all this cash?
They're packing stacks of cash.
Just keep walking for me. Keep walking for me. Good girl.
This afternoon in Terminal 2's departure hall, sniffer dog Jessie and her handler, Kat, are screening outbound passengers.
Stop. She looks for money. Any money here?
Yeah.
How much, roughly?
£1,000.
Nothing else? Okay, thank you.
As part of Border Force, they're sniffing for passengers carrying large quantities of cash out of the country. If they believe it's linked to criminal activity, they can seize it.
Money going out can be used for a variety of things. Can be linked to terrorism, proceeds of crime, tax evasion. Anything over 10,000 euros or equivalent has to be declared when entering or leaving the EU. Apart from that, as long as you can prove to us where the money has come from, you can carry as much money as you want.
Is it out of a bank account?
Show the paper, right?
Yeah, about
What are you buying in Thailand?
Maybe the land is...
Land, yeah?
You just get a sense of whether someone's not really telling you the whole truth. If I'm not 100% happy with the answer I've been given, I'll refer them onto the team, and the team will search their bag and find out whether my sixth sense was wrong on that occasion or not.
Today, a flight to Pakistan is on the team's hit list, to be scrutinised by Kat's sixth sense.
Hello there. Thank you.
Money on this flight could be used to buy drugs. Every year, 110 tons of heroin and morphine are trafficked through Pakistan from neighbouring Afghanistan and onto international markets.
Any rupees?
No.
No, anything else? Or just pounds?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone identified for questioning will be passed over to one of the newest members of the team, Border Force Sam.
Spotting these cash couriers is getting harder and harder because as these OCGs develop, the organised crime groups, a lot of the time they will branch out to innocent people who are potentially in a vulnerable situation, and it's a lot easier for them to just book their ticket for them and say, you go on holiday, but just carry this little envelope for us. And then a lot of the people you stop don't know they're doing anything wrong, and that is why the dog is such a great tool as well.
Jessie can distinguish between small and large quantities of money, but will only indicate when someone is carrying a sizable amount of cash.
She looks for money. Any money?
And she may have just picked out a promising lead for the team.
Okay, thank you. Just the two of them travelling.
Good girl, Jess. Good girl.
How long is it you're going to Pakistan for?
I think 4 weeks.
4 weeks. No worries. Okay, and how much cash are you travelling with, sir?
I think 7,000, 8,000.
7,000, 8,000, okay. Just take you over to the desk here, we'll have a quick look at it, okay?
This passenger seems unsure of exactly how much money he's carrying. It will now be up to Border Force Sam to find out if it's all his or if it's being couriered for someone else. At Heathrow, every effort is made to keep the skies safe. Drones and laser pens are banned here. Use either of these at the airport and you could face 5 years in prison. But wildlife is a law unto itself. which is why this afternoon, Airside Ian's shift is purely bird patrol.
We're heading down to the 09 right. There's a grass area just to the right of it. It seems to be a really massive attraction and magnet for the nemesis, which is known as the crow.
Luckily, over the years, Ian's amassed some highly specialised tools for dealing with these unwanted visitors.
Hey! Hey!
From waving a large bin bag...
So I'm just going to put some pyrotechnics up down the bottom of 09 right.
...to precision pyrotechnics. But today he's got a new addition to his arsenal. This is Hoogan.
So Hoogan will go out and see what he can do.
Ian's plan is to scare off the crows for good by staging an attack on his dummy crow.
The idea is if they come across, I can get out and then kick the crow or grab the crow, and then they'll think, oh, God, he's got the crow, he's got the crow. And then hopefully they'll think, oh, he's got one of our mates. Quick, get out of here, come round here again.
It may not be as bird-brained as it sounds. Crows are highly intelligent and have been known to communicate with each other by warning other crows of potential threats. So, if Ian can ruffle a few feathers, it could do the trick.
Retreat a little while. Sit in the bait. Take the bait, as they say. Yeah, we've gone for it. They send a scout over generally to have a look around, and then I think he goes back or calls out, and then the others come. But that was one just came over. He was definitely interested in the crow. Here comes scout number 2.
Ian must now wait until he's got a good audience of crows. Then he can leap into action and see if he can get them in a flap.
Here come his mates, look.
With his scarecrow act seared into the memories of the unfortunate birds, Ian's free to enjoy some of the more benign nature on display.
Look, puffball. Magical.
At last, something he's happy to crow about.
Have your passport ready, please?
All non-feathered arrivals at the airport must head straight to passport control, where most of Heathrow's border force officers are based.
You have a visa? Yeah. Yes, you do. Perfect. Here you go.
But this team is targeting those leaving the country.
Did you pack this bag, sir?
Sorry?
Did you pack this bag?
Yeah, I checked.
Do you know what's inside the bag?
And today they are currently questioning a passenger heading to Pakistan with about £8,000 in cash.
Do you know what's inside of the bag?
No, seat is checked, nobody.
Listen to the question. Do you know what's inside of the bag?
Yeah, that's money. That's money and passport and ticket.
Okay, that's fine.
Border Force Sam is concerned that he may be couriering the money for someone else and that it could be linked to criminal activity.
£8,000 may seem like an innocent amount. However, £8,000 may be quite a lot of money when it comes to purchasing Class A drugs. So that £8,000 could turn into £100,000 worth of Class A drugs when they arrive in the UK. Whose are these?
Yeah, it's my family's. You do not see it, it's my family's.
And they just giving you money? What for? What's
yeah, it's my brother, it's my wife, my auntie, you do not see it. It's 500, 400, 300, 100. It's checked, don't worry. But it's all my family, don't worry.
What do you need it for in Pakistan? You're going for 1 month, yeah?
Yeah, 1 month.
Why do you need £8,000?
My brother is married.
He's getting married?
Yeah, married.
Okay. Do you have an invitation with you for the wedding?
Sorry?
Do you have an invitation with you?
No.
A wedding invitation? You don't, no?
No.
Whose is that?
Sorry, it's my wife.
Why are you travelling with her passport?
You're not going in the mistake.
You're travelling with her passport, yeah? Does she know you're travelling with it?
No.
She doesn't?
No.
Document fraud is rife, and a genuine passport can be sold for up to £10,000. So if you're caught carrying the passport of someone who isn't travelling, Border Force officers are liable to keep hold of it.
just run it past you. It's for £8,000. It's a wedding, so he's taking a lot of money out there for gifts. But he's got his wife's passport. He says he's just got it in there because he's just forgotten to take it out. Is that of interest to you?
Where is she?
She's here. She's not travelling.
Why is she not travelling? I'd have thought that they'd have gone together as a family if it was a wedding.
I'll find it out for you. So your wife at the minute is in the UK, yeah?
Yeah, it's my wife.
Okay, why is she not travelling with you?
It is not going.
For why?
My boy is going to school.
So you've got other children as well?
Yeah, other 2 children going.
So how old are the 2 children that you've got?
One 7 years, one 8 months.
It's now down to the officers to verify the passenger's story and decide whether he can proceed with his money or not.
I think just put it down to error and inform.
Yeah, you happy with that? Does it sound right?
It all seems to check out. It's his brother getting married. He's been able to, eventually come up with some sort of documentation as to whose wedding it is, which was something we were pushing for. This occasion, you've been allowed to continue with your money and your passport. But when you're travelling, you should know what's in your bag, yeah? Don't travel with another person's passport, okay? Otherwise, you'll lose it. Don't do it again, okay? Do you want to put that away?
After a stern word, the passenger can now look forward to his brother's marriage. And his brother can look forward to around 8,000 quid on his wedding day. Not bad.
Thank you.
Border Force aren't the only ones who find unusual things in the airport.
You are kidding me. Someone just left the television here. Just dump a TV in a corner in an airport.
In Terminal 2, passenger experience manager Demi is coming to the end of his shift.
I'm a Sony man myself.
And is busy clearing the terminal of any unclaimed items.
I found a gearbox. We had a gearbox left here, so yeah, don't be surprised. People leave all different kinds of stuff that they either can't afford to carry because they're going to be charged excess baggage, or it's too big. I bet it cost a lot more to send via cargo than what the TV costs, so they just dump it.
If the owner doesn't claim it, this TV is destined for auction, with the proceeds going to charity.
God, blimey.
For most people who leave something behind here, they're only too keen to get it back ASAP.
A bit of an issue.
Go on.
I've got a professor of cardiology who's just got a flight, Brussels Airlines flight. He's left his computer on the plane.
Right.
And he really needs to get it back.
Right, have you spoken to anyone?
No. I've literally come, I was on a flight behind him that came at T5, and now I'm scooted around here. And just, if I can get his laptop back for him, he's in central London, and he's out for dinner with his wife tonight, and he's gone. I've left my laptop on that plane.
Who makes it? Let's go down and have a look, speak to the handling agent. Come over here, let's have a look. See if we can speak to anyone.
Sorry.
There's no one there.
So it's airline. Can we wait here?
Yeah, give me a couple of minutes. And what flight was it?
2095.
Okay.
Thank you. There's a whole bunch of research that's on this computer, years of hard work, years of clinical work from, a world-renowned professor of cardiology. So hopefully I'll have the professor's computer and a very happy professor.
It's Demi's job to get the cardiology research back to the professor's colleague. Luckily, when it comes to the airport, he's got his finger on the pulse.
Hey, Mariama, was anything handed in on the SN2095? Yeah, laptop. Yeah?
I'm going to go and pick it up for you. Yeah, give me 5 minutes. It's at the transfer desk airside, so I'm just going to come through here. Just knowing who to contact to try and get the location of it. So luckily there was a couple of the girls there that do the handling for the Brussels flight. Hi there. How you doing? Come to pick up a laptop. Some cardiologist, so he's desperate. Used to be back in the day, it was like a Filofax. Now it's like a laptop. You know what I mean? If you lost your Filofax, that was it. You were doomed. Ah, there it is. Is that the laptop? Perfect. Thank you, sir. Cheers. That's brilliant. Yeah. So it belongs to a cardiologist. You can see that here. Thank you very much for that. Cheers. Thank you. Lovely. There you go. Brilliant. I bet it was important stuff on there. I just read that bit and I was thinking, oh dear, what kind of information's on there then?
He's researched lots
of
research. He's a professor of cardiology, does a lot of research.
That's important stuff.
There's some really important stuff on
Good.
there. Well, I mean, he's going to be indebted to me for life, isn't he? So if I end up having any cardiology problems, then, it's payback time, right?
Take care. Ta-ra, mate. This is the best part of the job. Doing these small little things that mean such a lot. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to look after a passenger, just give them a bit of service and come up with good results, and that's what we're about.
Welcome to Heathrow, where planes take off and land every 45 seconds.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
We've got 45 minutes.
45 minutes, we're meant to be there.
Let's kick.
And passengers arrive from all over the world into Britain's biggest airport.